Beautiful. That middle cam on getting to the box across. I love the 4-2-3-1 YouTube. The passing lanes you can get are so good. Get your bread and butter out, ladies and gentlemen, for the 4-2-3-1. You are going to want to use balanced on the defensive style. I would stay well away from press after possession loss. I really do feel like it drains your stamina way too much for my liking. I don't like it at all. Pressure on heavy touch, though, is a viable option, only slightly, in my opinion. I like it, but I don't love it enough yet for me to really recommend it to you. I just prefer balanced YouTube. I really do. A balanced style where your team presses the ball to the middle of the pitch and your team shape is neutral. For your cheapest and most reliable place to buy FC24 coins, check out mmoexp.com. Link is down in the description below. Use the code WOLF at the checkout for 5% off your order. The defensive width, I do make it a little bit more narrow, but only ever so slightly. So I only take it down to 47 on the defensive width. That's what I'm talking about, by the way. Going a little bit more narrow, making us harder to break down. If any of you don't know the reason why, on this latest patch, it tries and forces your defensive structure out wide, which is a good thing. Well, it can be a good thing because of the byline meta and the switches of play abuse that you know that a lot of people do use. But I do want to go a little bit more narrow, only ever so slightly, YouTube. The reason being, I do want to make us more defensively solid in the middle of the pitch, because if we're not, sometimes I feel like my opponent is just getting through the middle against me, and I don't like it at all. The defensive depth, I have upped it only ever so slightly, though, to 57. Yes, 57. Although there are two options. Okay, so option number one is the 57 depth that I have been using, and I do like it. Nice defensive depth, winning the ball nice and high up the pitch. Nice, winning that ball nice and high at the pitch. I do. I like it a lot. But if you are feeling brave, and this is only if you're feeling brave, you can use 70 depth at this moment in time. I've been using it a lot, and I mean a lot recently, to try and see if that 70, 71 depth is still a viable option. And it is good. It is good. I like it. But just be wary if you do use it that you are playing quite a high defensive line. But for me right now, I'm really liking that 57 depth. I think it is really good. The offense is build-up play and chance creation. Of course, YouTube, you guessed it, balanced and direct passing, your absolute bread and butter. Get your jam on it, your margarine, your whatever you have on your toast. It is amazing, balanced and direct passing. Long ball, though, I'm watching you. Long ball and direct passing, I'm telling you, that is good. But I don't love it enough. Like with the pressure on heavy touch, I don't love it enough for me to truly, really recommend it to you yet. I like it, but balanced and direct passing, 100% my bread and butter. Now, the offensive width, I've actually gone a little bit more narrow, quite more narrow actually with this. I've gone all the way down to 44 now. That's what I'm talking about, by the way, with making us a little bit more narrow, tucking in that left-sided cam and that right-sided cam ever so slightly. The reason being, like I said at the start of the video, the latest patch is forcing our defensive structure out wide. So if you think about it, it's also forcing our opponent's defensive structure out wide. So I want my left-sided cam and my right-sided cam to pick up better positions in the central area of the pitch. And to do that, I've just gone a little bit more narrow on the offensive width. It really does work when you think about it logically. Trust me, it works. Players in the box, of course, is going to be 7. The way I look at that and the way that I break it down, YouTube, is the more players that we have in the box, the more likely we are to score a goal. My spreadsheet and my data back it up. We do score more goals when we have more players in the box. Very simple. Corners and free kicks, I lower it down from 3 and 3 to 2 and 2 to stop us getting counter-attacked on. Custom tactics done. Let's get into the player instructions. Now, the striker is probably the most important player in the 4-2-3-1. It's either going to be the striker or the middle cam. The striker, everything goes through. Your striker needs to be very good. And I would probably recommend having a fairly quick striker as well. Anything above 80 pace is probably fine though. So, my striker is on stay central and getting behind. That's why I love having my striker on stay central and getting behind. And it is a beautiful little finish there. But again, having that striker on stay central and getting behind, so key. The reason being, I want my striker to stay in them central areas of the pitch. I am not interested at all, YouTube, in my striker venturing out wide, because if we do, it then leaves a massive gap in that striker position. We've already got a left-sided cam and a right-sided cam. We don't need our striker to venture out from that middle of the pitch. The getting behind, very easy to explain, YouTube. I want my striker to make them forward runs in behind the defense. I really do. I want my striker making them penetrating runs. But at the same time, even if you don't don't play the ball to the striker, think of the space that then creates for your three cams to operate in that middle of the pitch. It's very, very, very good to have your striker on stay central and getting behind. Probably the most important part is the getting behind, in my opinion. That then brings us nicely onto the middle cam. My middle cam is actually on very, very, very default settings. Apart from the support on crosses, I put my cam on getting to the box for cross. That means that my cam will make runs in behind and will also be involved in a lot of the attacking play, whether it's goal scoring opportunities, getting assists and scoring goals. Everything goes through the cam and the striker really in this formation. Your cam and your striker need to be your two best players. You can use your left-sided cam and your right-sided cam as kind of traditional wingers, or you can use them as more like inside number 10s. That is entirely up to you. I use them as a little bit hybrid of both. And that middle cam is kind of like your bread and butter player though. Everything will go through that cam. The get into the box for cross, very, very, very easy. I want my cam to make runs into the penalty area in crossing situations. Like I said at the start of the video, the more players that we have in the box, more likely we are to score a goal. That then brings us nicely onto the left-sided cam and the right-sided cam. And both of these players are on exactly the same player instructions. So they first of all are on comeback on defense. So they will tuck in nicely next to my left-sided CDM and my right-sided CDM to help out in the defensive side of the game. And the get into the box for cross, again, like I was talking about with the middle cam, the more players that we have in the box, the more likely we are to score a goal. Beautiful. Oh, it's beautiful. Having all of... Oh, what a save. But again, having all of the cams on getting to the box for cross, so key. I want all of my cams to get into the box for crossing situations. When we are running down the byline with our left-sided cam or a right-sided cam, I want the opposite-sided cam and that middle cam to be in the box helping out in the attacking side of the game. It really, really, really does help YouTube, believe you me. I then play with my right-sided CDM as a very much traditional CDM in terms of like a Rodri, a Boubacar Kamara role. Not like Casemiro anymore because he's dog shit up the Villa. So that right-sided CDM is then on stay back while attacking and cover centres. Again, beautiful there from my CDM. That's what I want from the right-sided CDM. Winning the ball nice and high at the pitch. Oh, I mean... So that CDM will get the ball and give it to the better players. They will be very good at tackling, very good at anticipating and intercepting the ball. That player is very much a key component of the team. So stay back while attacking and cover centre. I then play with my left-sided CDM as kind of like another attacker really. So my left-sided CDM is on get forward and cover centre. Now the get forward is so important. Left-sided CDM on get forward. Beautiful. Oh, it's beautiful. Ah. This basically means that my left-sided CDM will get forward as much as he can and help out in the attacking third of the game. Because remember, we do already have one of our CDMs, my Yaya Toure, on stay back while attacking. So we can afford for our left-sided CDM to get forward a lot and help out in the attacking side of the game. The cover centre as well, I just want him to cover the centre areas of the pitch. I play with both of my left back and my right back on stay back while attacking. I do not want my left back and my right back going forward. I feel like we've got enough support going forward anyway with the CDM, all three of the cams and the striker. I just feel like it's not needed. Both my centre backs are on default settings, so stay back while attacking, normal interceptions and stick to position. And then last but not least, my goalkeeper is on comes to crosses and sweeper keeper. That right there, YouTube, is my brand new updated post-patch 4-2-3-1 custom tactics video for you. If you did enjoy this video, drop it a like for me, drop a comment down below, and if you can hit that subscribe button to my channel, that would mean the world to me. Thank you for watching. Remember, spread the love and positivity. PMA, positive mental attitude. Peace out. One love.